I would have said I was a grade A student, but I think my report card would have said slightly mischievous and very, very curious, let's say. Prior to me launching the Edit London, I've built and sold a few companies, but had you asked me the question throughout my career, what would be my dream job? And I'd been the fashion director for GQ Hypebeast. Now, I didn't necessarily have the skills or experience to do that role, but this is very much me creating this for myself. So, let's just say it's very much a kid in a candy shop type of scenario. Right, so don't laugh. So Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, now most people, of course, know for bodybuilding, but actually he made his first $1 million in property. And then if you think about the dedication to his craft, so of course won Mr. Universe 7 times. Use that to then fuel and transfer into Hollywood, becoming then actually the first $1 million actor. And then leverage that to then become the governor of California. So I look at that and think, what's the difference between, say, you, me, or him? And for me, I just find that incredibly powerful, how you can be top of your craft in 3 different industries. I think probably the most fascinating thing actually is a lot of those friendships that were built in my time here at university I still hold and cherish to this day. And we're talking 20 years since I graduated, right? So for me, that's probably one of the most interesting things that I learned here and I still take, in my professional career now. So every morning I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, not to say it's for everyone, but for me, I tend to work between 5 a.m. and 6:30. And at that point, I actually focus on the tasks I find the most challenging. For me, that's what kind of gets me up in the morning and allows me to perform at the level I do. I've got about 300 pairs of sneakers to choose from. But today, for this, of course, special occasion, I went for the Travis Scott Olive. So they released on April the 26th, and of course, they're on my feet today. I'd like to say the coolest kicks. The first time it was featured in Forbes or GQ, or when we entered Harrods after just kind of a year and a half of business. There were, of course, when I signed the global deal with the Chicago Bulls, which was very much a boyhood dream. But I have to say, having been invited to the University of Portsmouth and actually doing this, I find it, incredibly humbling. I'm grateful. I'm honoured to be honoured, and so I've got to say this is actually up there.